What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making a brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at DueDEX as well as the current coin market cap. So yesterday's video, we left off in this video right here. We were talking about XRP and Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies potentially making a big jump or a big rally on the upside, a big swing, a bullish move to the upside. And as you guys can just see really quickly, a lot of these cryptocurrencies are actually doing exactly what I said yesterday. So you can see a lot of the markets are actually up. We're up about 5 to 7 or even 8% all across the board, which is absolutely amazing. So in today's video, I want to talk about how high we could actually be heading to, what exactly is going on within these cryptocurrencies, and what's the outlook that we have at the end of this. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on post notifications. Remember to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you guys have any questions relating to pretty much anything or just want to spark up a conversation, definitely you could do that on Twitter. Just DM me or leave a comment on my wall. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So yesterday's video, as you guys can see, I put out be prepared. XRP, Ripple, and Bitcoin are about to make a big jump. And as you guys can see, that is what we had. We had a lot of consolidation and we were anticipating a big bullish rally as we were getting neck and neck within this high-low middle moving average. Now, I read all your guys' comments. I always read you guys' comments, and a lot of you guys have a negative comment, which is fine. And I understand what's going on within the market. It basically calls for negativity. I get that. But what you guys have to understand is the videos that I put out are not videos for me telling you guys what to do. I'm basically just highlighting what it is that I do and how I trade and how I make money on cryptocurrency, and I share with you guys my positions and my thoughts. So that's how you have to view this. Obviously, you should look at all different cryptocurrency analysts and figure out what it is that you should do, make your own decisions. Now, I'm no financial advisor, which you guys should know. I make these videos for educational content, for, entertainment purposes, and just to share you guys my thoughts and opinions. And I can actually do data collection on the way you guys react, the way you guys understand the markets, and it helps me better understand what could we be anticipating in the long run or as well as in the short term. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys. Now, I do just want to jump straight into the technical analysis. You guys know yesterday we were tracking the markets. You can see beautifully that we have a bunch of bullish volume coming into the market. I actually have a lot of cryptocurrency. I have a lot of Bitcoin I'm holding on to right now, as well as XRP, and I haven't yet sold it off. And I was going to. I usually like to liquidate my cryptocurrency once I get it, but I've decided to let it sit for a little bit long term due to the fact that I do believe in the long term space of things, we should be moving up to, I could easily see $10,000 to $14,000 coming back within Bitcoin and XRP, moving up to those higher levels closer to 30 cents too. So I do have a long-term bag that I am holding, and I don't plan on selling that anytime soon. I am doing short-term trades, which I'm going to discuss with you in a second, but you guys can see the markets are starting to rally up, and I did say in yesterday's video we were going to anticipate that. Now, obviously, I am not a fortune teller. I'm not a wizard. I don't know if we're going to break bullish, and that's not the point of the channel. The point isn't to figure out 100% whether or not we're going to be breaking bullish or bearish, because honestly it really comes down to about a 50-50 chance that we break in either direction. What I'm trying to do is prepare ourselves for both directions of movement. Whether we break bullish, we can prepare ourselves for that. And whether we break bearish, I can prepare myself for those movements. And I can pretty much formulate it and calculate it. And I share those with you guys. I have my Patreon for that specific reason, to show you guys when to be buying in long and when to be shorting the market. And all of those trades that I specifically make are in my Patreon in the description down below. Huge shout out to everybody supporting me on there, by the way. We just broke, I think, 60. I think we just fell a little bit down to like 55 because it's a new month, but I do believe we'll be headed right up to 100 patrons very, very, very soon. So it's a great community. You guys should join that. We do have private Twitters for those people that are really dedicated, and it's an awesome, experience and group to join. So I highly recommend you take advantage of that. Now, In regards to movements upwards, you guys can see I do have the DueDEX pulled up right here. This is one of the weapons that I like to consider in my arsenal of things to make money off of. Clearly, as you guys know, DueDEX with this, we used to, when I first started my channel, we could only buy long and hope to break to the upside. We'd buy the dips and short and buy in and anticipate and hope that we'd break bullish. But until DueDEX came around and I started using DueDEX, we were able to short cryptocurrency. And since then, it's opened crazy doors for making some great trades. And as you guys know, with that allowed now, we can make money off of crypto falling, Bitcoin falling. We can also make money off Bitcoin moving up. And with that, we can now leverage trade, which means we don't actually have to play around with big numbers like I used to do. I used to play around with $8,000, $5,000 to make the big money on short-term trades, but I don't have to do that now that I can leverage my positions. I can trade around with $100. I can trade around with $1,000 and make the same profits and lose the same amount as I would trading around with $5,000 or $10,000. So it's absolutely amazing to have that tool in your tool belt. So it's great to be able to use that. So with the DueDEX Bitcoin chart pulled up right here, you can see exactly what's happening. Like I said, back in November of 2019, we had these triple bottoms. November, December, and January, triple bottom here, bullish signal, we shot up. Unfortunately, we broke bearish from that, but as you guys can see, this was some sort of double bottom forming right here. But what's great is we're actually retesting that same exact resistance. So this is huge. If we are able to close a candle above this resistance here, you guys can clearly see what has happened is we can shoot up to that $10,000 price level, if not $14,000 price level that we haven't seen in such a long time. So it's really riding on the fact if we can break through here, I think the sky's the limit. Obviously, we'll probably shoot all the way up to $8,000, $8,200. So my specific trades are in my Patreon if you guys wanted to check those out. But as you guys can see, things are looking absolutely amazing on a lot of these cryptocurrencies. We'll start with Ethereum. Ethereum's been sideways consolidating in between its support at 108 and its resistance at 138. Eventually, it closed the gap and we've slid our support up to about 125. And as we've been trading in between here, we've been merely waiting for the day where we can close a candle above this resistance. Now, this could be the day right now. What you guys have to pay attention to is we do have previous candles where we've wicked above here and closed below. So I'm really just waiting right now to see what exactly happens. Clearly, we have over 7 hours left in today's candle, but I want to spend a very, very, very close eye on this movement right now. If you want to play it conservative, I would set a limit order just above this, maybe closer to 146, because if it catches, there's a good chance we'll rally all the way up to 175, if not 187, basically back up to its middle moving average because we are so undervalued right now. Looking at Litecoin, same thing applies right here. Tons of sideways movement, tons of consolidation, literally just sideways trading. And eventually we broke through the resistance of 39 and now we're retesting once again the resistance of 41. If we can close a candle above 41, I would set a conservative buy-in limit order at closer to 42. Good chance, once again, we'll rally up to that middle moving average. So there's a ton of possibility. There's a ton of support and resistances that we have to, pay close attention to. You can see what exactly is going on within Ethereum. Sideways trading in between this channel right here. We're now finally retesting the middle moving average. If we can break above here, guys, it's going to be a massive long shot, massive swing to the upside. A little bit of worry due to the fact that we're retesting overbought right now, but if we can break through here or at least consolidate above the middle moving average, sky's the limit and we should get enough volume to swing us up to the upside. Same thing's happening within Litecoin. You can see the sideways consolidation that's happening right now, retesting that middle moving average. If we can break above this resistance at 40, we should be able to long us all the way up to the upside. Because when you look at the daily, trading at 44 gives us plenty, and I mean plenty of room to rally all the way up to our moving average. Obviously, we may see some short-term consolidation, maybe within the next 3 hours, just some sideways movement or correction down to support at 39, but eventually I do think we'll build up that volume and explode to the upside. Same thing goes with Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin's been pretty much on and off within its high limit of moving average. But the great thing is we have finally, and I mean finally, broken above its resistance at $6,700 or $6,780 about. Obviously, we're trading at $6,880, which is absolutely amazing to see this happen right now. You can see we retested our bottom support at 61 and immediately blasted through the middle moving average and its resistance. And I'm literally having my fingers crossed that we can close above here, because guys, I'm getting ready to buy in. My limit orders are getting ready to fill the second we see a confirmation and a close above this resistance. Same thing goes with XRP. As you guys know, the consolidation has been relentless on these. It's been relentless with all the markets right now, but as we see the uncertainty leave the market, and as we see more people get ready to invest back in, and as things kind of die down and relax, we'll get that volume that we need, and we should be able to see a big blast to 20 cents within XRP. But otherwise, all these cryptos look great. We're literally at that point now where we're waiting to buy in. Our limit orders are just pennies or dollars away from filling, and there's a very good chance we'll see a very nice long to the upside, retesting the daily middle moving averages. So within Bitcoin, you guys can see clearly our buying order will literally be just above here, closer to 7 grand. If we can break above 7 grand, it's a huge limit order, and we'll obviously swing this all the way up to our moving average on the daily, which will be closer to $8,000. So if we can just break above 7 with a limit order set above 7 on DueDEX, we'll leverage this all the way up to 8 grand very easily, and it will happen very quickly. But that is going to wrap up today's video, guys. Definitely make sure to check out DueDEX. There's a link to this in the description down below, where you guys have a $70 sign-up bonus, as well as make sure to follow me on Patreon. Join my Patreon. It does help support the channel. Huge shout out to everybody already doing so. But otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.